Hello, everyone out there on YouTube. You're here to join us for another edition of the Alien RPG being live streamed here on Roll for Crit. If you missed our first part, we are playing through the Chariot of the Gods scenario from the starter kit for the Alien RPG, which is a cinematic scenario meant to be sort of a one shot, or in our case, a 2 to 3 shot. I am Jonathan, and I will be the game mother, or GM for short. And we are once again joined by the trusty crew of the Montero. Who are you guys? Remind me.
Uh, well, I'm Rye, real name Shigogs.
Of course, yeah. One of those definitely sounds like a real name.
No, but yeah. So I'm just here chilling, looking forward to finishing this job. That's it.
Yeah, good, good. You're a simple fella, or gal, I should say.
Eh, it says Kayla, but I'm gonna pretend that it can be ambiguous.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's up to you. All right. Who else is here?
We got Cham over here. Cham's just a rugged roughneck here to work the job and try and stay alive
Yep.
if he can.
Yep, of course. And rounding out our crew.
That would be me, Will, of course, and I'll be reprising my role of Leah Davis, the reckless pilot who has a bit of a stimulant abuse problem.
Yeah. So to recap, and if you missed our last stream, you guys were out on a mission to deliver some cargo, some highly volatile but very, very efficient and valuable fuel tanks. And you found out, you woke up from cryosleep, you're in the wrong place. You found this other ship, and company policy was to go check it out. So you did. It's the Cronus, which is what you're currently on board. You found some strange things there. You woke up a crew who had been asleep there and didn't really remember what was going on. And then you tried to carry one of them who was suffering from some kind of pain, bring him back to your ship. On the way there, his brain exploded and a little creature came out of it, and you kind of fought it for a little bit, and then it escaped into a vent. And that's basically a summary of what you found. Some weird stuff, or specifically, Davis found some weird stuff.
Yes, I checked out the med bay, I think it was. Probably something like that. I was looking for some pick-me-ups, if you will, and I found something that definitely got my heart racing, so to speak, as well as some other very weird vials. Am I carrying those vials? I didn't actually write that down.
I guess it's up to you if you want to have been carrying them or not. If you took them with you, you may have.
I know I got the med kits and stuff because I found that before I found the horrors lying in wait there, and we were supposed to, I believe, bring anything back.
Yes.
It's been a while, and many RPGs, many horror RPGs since we last played. So
Yes, that is kind of the directive. You know, they want you to bring back any specimens or scientific anything that you can find, because that's of interest. For a number of reasons. Whether how much you're willing to risk to do that, that's up to you. So you stand around. You're in this main. I don't know if it's a main, but it's a hallway, as you can see, not too far from the juncture to the ship. By the way, there are a couple other people with you. Wilson, who is the company man, he is with there too. I have decided that for this stream, for our purposes, I'm just going to put the tokens of you guys on the map just to make it easier on everyone. And if you need to know where an NPC is, you can just ask me, or I'll let you know. So you have just witnessed this thing escape into the vents. Very, very frightening. And you also have a corpse now on your hands of the deceased Dr. Cooper, which probably was his name. But who cares now? He's gone. It is up to you how you're gonna react to this. Are you still gonna try to make it back to your ship? What's you gonna get out of here? You gonna look anywhere else?
Well, I think I'm going to start off because I pretty much joined with them at the very end as soon as I saw this thing. So I'm going to go, what in the world was that? Trying to keep it, clean. I think my character would choose a little bit more colorful language.
Right,
Fairly
right.
so, I think.
This is an adult game. Could be for adults.
Yes, but YouTube algorithms still scare me.
Man, I don't know what that was, but I'm worried. My Gram had a saying, knowledge is power. I feel like we just don't know enough about what's going on. That worries me. I'm wondering if maybe some of them scientists that was on board, there's something they ain't telling us yet.
Are there more people? Where are they?
Oh, we found a whole bunch of their crew. Where are they?
We told them to get on. We told them to get on the ship.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of quivering in fear because I failed miserably my last roll, and it paralyzed me in fear. If you remember from last time.
Right, of course.
Yep.
Is that where the other people actually are? Did they send them on the ship? I can't remember.
No one actually made it to the ship just yet. I think you wanted them to come with you and follow you, but I mean, you sort of got stopped on the way.
Yeah, I think I gave them a command to run to the ship. So maybe
Okay,
they're
so
still, like,
they're ahead of us. That's what I want. So wait, other people just made it onto our ship who could also have. Oh yeah, I didn't see.
Well,
the
I was
bursting. Never mind.
assuming.
I'm taking that last sentence back. I didn't actually see the head bursting.
I was assuming that like you guys were kind of necessary. Well, I guess the captain is still on board your original ship, so either he could open the doors for them, or I was thinking maybe you guys would want to be there to like escort them, so they wouldn't probably have actually.
But they're not here. Like they can't.
Yeah.
They're not in this hallway. No.
Yeah, that's what. I just want to know if I am reacting. I see the body. I'm like, God, what was this? One of them?
It was.
Seems like it.
How the alien do this? It looks like I've never seen anything like this. It's like an implosion round or something.
Hey, wait, I never said it was an alien.
I'm using the term alien, generic alien, not alien.
It's an immigrant.
Do they? Oh God, my lore knowledge is really weak right now. There's just can't bring it up. I don't know if they actually officially this is called an alien. Like I'm sure someone calls an alien in terms of like we'd say anything from outer space.
I mean, doesn't xenomorph just literally mean alien? Basically.
Alien form.
Yeah, it's like foreign thing.
It's a little bit better.
Yeah, that's what an alien is.
But like, I don't think anyone actually calls it like the same way. Like this is a Pikachu.
Right. No, I don't think so.
But back to my statement.
Right. Yeah.
Where did it come from? Like, did it come from a vent and just go straight for this guy, or like what's going on?
It kind of exploded out of him. I don't know how else to put it.
I'm sorry, what?
Exploded. Head blowing up, everything.
It was like in him, and then it was out of him.
Guys, when I was in the med bay, not only was it like some crazy horror movie in jars and stuff, but there was a corpse in there, and it looked like something burst out of it, like the rib cage, and that thing went for me too. So this thing might still be alive, like zombie style.
Did you find anything else?
I mean, I got some med kits and stuff, but I left the jars there because, when a corpse lunges toward you, you get the heck out of Dodge.
Right. Well, maybe we should regroup, and we got to go back for those jars, though.
Oh, yeah. No. What if more creatures come out of them? We need to figure out what's going on with those jars.
If we're going back, we're got to go armed. We can't do this willy-nilly. What do you think, businessman who should be here?
Hey, what's up? It's me, Wilson. I mean, I agree that there's too much here that we can't just leave this here. This could be a lot of valuable stuff.
Yeah, we might as well bring the power loader at this point.
Yeah, maybe. So I don't know. What should we? I mean, do you want to dispose of this body, or we could like put it in a? Is there like a big jar we could put it in? Do you guys have a big jar?
You want to bring this body with us on board?
It seems like what was in it exploded out of it.
Sure. I mean, we could.
So maybe we should make it.
If we could seal it somehow in like a container, like a big jar.
Sorry. Quick question. What are you guys' roles again?
Like our roles in the crew.
Like, yeah. Are you just like regular crewmen or?
Mhm.
Well, I'm a
Scientist?
like I'm like
Okay.
a manual
So
labor.
no one here. Was there a scientist on board our ship, Jonathan?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so no one.
But at
like
least
that.
now we have like a bunch of new scientists.
Yeah, we got like a whole
you
bunch of
weren't
scientists.
Yeah,
We'll have
I just
each role in
wanted. This
turn.
is more just me trying to remember if there's anyone to ask. Like a big jar. Do you mean a body bag?
Sure.
I mean,
My job is just to oversee you guys. I'm not an expert on these matters.
I don't think anyone here is an expert on these matters. None of us were
Well, this guy might have been.
scientists, let alone. Why was he a scientist or something?
Yeah. Well, he was. Yeah,
Oh.
he was a doctor of some kind. Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of them eggheads.
That's right.
God. I don't feel comfortable about this, but I mean, yeah. Well, either way, I think we should head back to our ship first to regroup with gear, because obviously no one here has a giant jar on them.
Yeah, we can come back for the body, I guess.
All right.
And you said there are other people.
Yeah, I sent them.
What if they also have whatever this thing is? Do we want them on our ship? Is there a place we can even quarantine them on our ship?
Well, I mean, they're already there. So
Actually, I should know this question. I'm the pilot. I know the ship. Do I have a knowledge roll? Jonathan, I'd like to make a history roll.
You just want to know if there is a place to quarantine them.
Yes.
Well, I can. Show you. That's your ship there. You look. You got a. There's a hygiene area. There's a cryo space.
What is a hygiene area?
I think showers, bathrooms, that kind of thing.
maybe we can keep them in there.
This is the entire crew, entire buildup of our.
That's it. It's
Ship.
a small ship, and there's your med lab right there.
Oh, there is a med lab.
Yeah, sorry.
What's the thing? It's a little square. Like if you headed towards the hygiene and you made a right. Is that just an elevator?
That is a thing. Hold on, what is that? I believe it does mean elevator, but I'm going to make sure because I have a thing that tells me what that means. Yep, those are elevators. They would take you to the outer. Basically, there's no other deck. You're just going to the exterior of the ship.
All right. All right. All right. I mean, we should care about these people, but God. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're all awake now, so cryo is not needed. So we'll quarantine them in there. We'll regroup with whatever weapons we have. We'll talk with the captain and mother, and then we'll go back and get supplies if the mission orders still stand.
That's a good idea. And if any of them show headaches or any of the other signs that head doctor guy was showing, we can just flash freeze them real quick, you know?
Oh, that's a real good idea.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, everyone agree?
How's that sound,
Yeah.
Mr. Wayland?
Excuse me. Please, I'm not that high up. Also, I think he's dead, but
I didn't finish it. I was gonna say Wayland, boss, sir.
Oh, I
I didn't finish the sentence.
It's like saying Mr.
But
Google.
yeah, no, yes, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. There's probably some extended universe equivalent thing, but yeah, I think the Wayland line ended.
Anyway, yeah, I think we're all in agreement. We can head back to the ship.
Sounds good. Before we head back to the ship, I let them all kind of, start heading back first. And I quickly scurry over and search the pockets of the dead scientists.
Ah.
What would you like me to do?
No, I will just tell you what you have found, my friend.
Okay.
Nothing more complicated than that.
2 gold pieces.
Score.
God, if only. Yeah, you find a syringe in his pocket,
Hmm.
and it has some kind of a liquid in it that it looks like it has not been used.
Huh, what color?
That's a great question.
If it doesn't matter, then no. But
I think it might, but I just want to make sure I don't tell you the wrong color.
Okay.
Yes, because there is one color, and I'm really happy you didn't just say that color right out. Though my character wouldn't know, and that is a little metagaming. But I'm really happy you did not say the color I'm thinking right away.
Just
So technically, there are plenty, but there's at least one I know is bad. Well, it'd be bad no matter what. I don't think you need alien knowledge if you said the color black. If it was sort of a black substance,
I
I
think
probably wouldn't inject that right away.
I wouldn't say it's pure black, but it's a dark,
cloudy.
cloudy kind of muddy liquid.
Okay.
Now, my question is, do I notice that my fellow roughneck is lagging behind us as we're going back?
Oh, then maybe you make an observation roll. Well, it does.
All right.
Are you? I mean, are you trying to do this?
Oh, I'm trying to
sneakily?
do it secretly.
Then maybe you should be the one, I guess, to make
Okay.
an agility roll. you
Okay.
know?
So I have so many stress die, so we're gonna see how this goes.
Right.
Oh,
I
that is
imagine-
bad. I mean, 2 successes, but I did get a fail on one of the stress die.
That's all it takes is one.
Yep.
Oh god! Now I imagine like we start walking back, and you just turn around, scream, and like searching the pockets, and we're just like,
Yeah. So
I accidentally stabbed myself with the needle.
some part of this, maybe I don't know, maybe it's guilt trying to hide things from your crew, has freaked you out, and you found what you found, but everyone else definitely is noticing. So now you're gonna roll a d6 and add your stress number to it.
7
Total?
All right.
total. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Wait.
oh right, D6. Oh,
He's rolling a
He
weird
lands in the
die.
corner.
I mean,
without
I've
the
rolled a
wall.
few 7s in my day, but
it's a D6. I didn't say it had 1 through 6 on it.
that's true.
Your actions have stressed everyone out, and everybody
Oh,
is
shit.
taking one extra stress to their
Oof.
characters.
Well,
They're like,
there we go.
we don't like this. We had a plan. What are you doing right now?
What are you doing?
Well, and then I awkwardly just run over without saying anything else.
I'm gonna look my buddy in the eye and be like, I'm worried about you, buddy. You didn't find anything spooky over there. If you did, you gotta tell me, buddy to buddy.
No, nothing spooky.
I'm not gonna push it more because I may not. That might be calling the kettle black. You know what? Forget about it.
The pot calling the goo black.
Kettle black, and I don't want anyone to ask me about what I was doing, so I'm just gonna move forward.
All right, so after stressing
all right.
everyone out, I'm
I trust
gonna...
you. Do
Yeah,
I trust them?
I didn't find anything.
You're just gonna lie. You're not gonna tell them what you found.
No.
Okay.
Do I trust this line?
Do you trust this lie? I guess then.
I mean, you're good pals, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, Rye might want to make an empathy roll if you want a manipulation roll. Actually, if
Let
you
me do it.
try to trick them.
I feel like you should.
More.
I feel like he should have some kind of advantage though, because he's trying to trick his friend, so it's easier for him to.
That's fair.
No successes and no fails.
I'll give you one extra regular die.
Oh, okay. Let me try that.
You're welcome.
It succeeded.
Hey, there
Yeah,
you go.
look at that. Look at that stag right there.
So yeah, you trust Rye. You believe her.
I'm sorry for doubting you, buddy.
It's
A little
okay.
on edge.
I know we go way back, but
Let's
we-
let's just get out of here.
Yeah, Wilson's like, okay, let's come on, guys, quit dilly dallying.
I hustle.
Do we meet the people at the door?
All right, yeah. So you make it back to to where you first came onto the ship, and while you've been over here, it looks like the captain, Miller, who has been waiting for you back at base. If you recall, you had some trouble making it on board at first. Looks like he's done some repairs, and it's a smoother transition. You can kind of get in and out
Oh, thank God.
easier. And yeah, there are a few other people there waiting for you. Looks like they're the ones that these guys met earlier.
Are you guys friends of the other people who woke up, who were friends of the doctor? Was it?
Yeah, I mean we're all part of the crew here. We just woke up. Things are a little crazy.
Were they there during the incident?
Just what that happened just now.
Yeah, when the head burst.
They did not actually witness that, but they saw him like having these terrible pains and stuff.
Well, I was gonna ask because I was like, do I see blood splatter on them to imply that? But they weren't there. I'm gonna assume they don't have it on them. So do you guys know what just happened?
I mean, should we get to a safe place first, and then we can talk about this?
Well, yeah. Here's the thing. Your buddy's head exploded, and we don't know if whatever happened to him is gonna happen to you. So we're gonna have to put you all in the cryo bay. You don't have to go into cryo, but we're gonna have to put you in there until we find out what in the world is going on.
All right.
Yeah, we don't know if this is contagious or not.
They reluctantly agree to your terms. They just spent the last who knows how long in cryo bays, so.
Well, that's why I said they're not going into cryo.
Right.
Just the room. We
Not
will
yet.
provide necessities and maybe like throw a book in there or something. I'm sure we got
just
some
like books.
board games laying around.
Oh yeah, you got sorry.
And Quelf.
My number one
And
and
the
number
Harry
two.
Potter Philosopher's Stone board game.
Oh man,
The three great games, the holy trinity of the future.
it's all
Those
they
are the
play.
only three that exist.
All right, so you're able to get back over to the Montero. In fact, I'll show it to you. Great. Also discovered that you can lock images in place in OBS. It's fantastic. I don't have to worry about accidentally moving the wrong things anymore. See how much we've grown? That was one of our first RPG streams. Things have progressed a lot.
Yeah, I believe we mentioned, or before we started, how each stream we've been doing has changed somehow. Either it's like a new camera, new system. It's been a fun bit of experience for us.
Yeah, hi to anyone who's watching in the chat, by the way. Hoser40k said, can see and hear everyone fine. Always appreciate Hoser40k. You're our little canary letting us know if anything goes wrong. Okay, so you're back on board. The captain is waiting for you. You herd those guys into the cryo bay, and that's fine. And everyone, for the moment, seems relatively at ease. Do you want to try talking to those guys some more, or do anything else on board the ship?
Well, I think first we want to update the captain with everything that's gone on.
Fair enough.
He is the captain.
Yeah, he's you were in communication somewhat over your radio system, and so he knows he heard that you found a crew, and he obviously knows that's who they are, who came back on board. But yeah, he didn't quite hear about. He heard something get cut off, and there's some commotion, maybe some screaming.
All right. As he is my friend, right? Yeah,
Actually, I think
Miller's
it's a she. Sorry, I think Miller's.
All right.
A woman.
Miller is my bud. I update her on the situation and the plan we had of like, unless she has different orders to give us, we'll go back. But the ship is dangerous, so we need to go in like with guns at the ready and stuff. And we don't know if anyone in the crew is infected. So I gave the initial plan and see if she approves.
Yeah, Miller. She pulls you aside too, because you're buds, and she's like, "Yeah, between you and me, I just don't want old Wilson over there to hear about this."
Oh
But,
yeah, I know.
It's
It's a company man.
These company men, they're the worst. I'm sure he's got like dollar signs in his eyes right now. But we should also, because this is like a whole. This ship is old, but it's a lot bigger than ours, and this could be a big payday for us if we recover it.
Hold on. You're saying you want to fly that ship instead of this one?
Or maybe we could, yeah, maybe.
I did tell you how the entire control systems well, I showed the axe. I literally took out of the control system.
Well, you guys are good at all the techno stuff. You can probably figure that out, right?
I guess we could tow it.
Yeah.
How close are we? Are we close to anything? Like where we could drop it off? I don't know.
Oh, like to a system?
Yeah. Because, I mean, honestly, I'd rather tow it than search the ship for whatever people want. Because I think if Wayland wants this thing, they better get it. It'd be better. We'd be better off letting them send in a security corps, some Marines in there than having us go in there again. They're going to be much better. As you saw with my terrible aim.
Your readings when you woke up show that you're basically in the middle of nowhere. You would probably have to go through another cryosleep to like get to your actual destination or a point of contact of some kind.
Can we tow that? Like, I assume my character would actually have knowledge on this. Without having someone in there, would it be possible to tow it?
Your ship is probably too small. I don't think it could quite do it. It might be, if you could get the other one working, you could probably use that to tow this one.
So we could hypothetically have that ship just going straight on autopilot, and we're just connected to it.
Yeah, autopilot is definitely a thing.
All right. I don't want to be on that ship. I don't feel comfortable there. My heart is still racing, but it is possible. I'm not making any guarantees here. I might be able to get that thing flying in a direction, and we can just attach ourselves to it. I wouldn't say attach ourselves like we have right now, like make sure nothing can really crawl over. I'm sure nothing can breathe in space. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
And that way, look, we can return with the ship. We don't have any more blowing up heads. And we'll get paid. We'll warn them of all the weird stuff on there. And I'm sure Wayland doesn't care because, it's frickin' Wayland. And we'll get that new ship.
All right. Captain is with
you.
You
The new one. Because I believe, isn't that like Miller wants her own ship, if I recall? That's
sure. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the dream, isn't it? Of any.
Right. I'm just trying to remember the initial premise. I thought there was something about that. And I assume I'm with her on that since we're buds.
Yeah, I guess I'll put you over here, probably at the bridge. Now, how about Cham and Rai? You guys, since you kind of have a rapport with these other guys, do you want to try talking to them, or anywhere else you want to go on the ship?
Before we walk into the cryo bay, I pull Cham aside and I show him the syringe, and I go, "Hey, I didn't want to show the others, but look, that's."
Oh, where is
thanks for bringing me into your confidence in here.
Yeah, it could be worth a fortune, man. We got to get back on that ship. There's so much stuff there.
We could be set for life. And you know what else I've been thinking?
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty good with all that technical stuff. I bet you could really dig into that ship's logs and really find out more about valuable stuff like this. I bet this, you and I, we'd be set for life if we find some more of this. We got to get back in there.
You know it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. To answer your question, Wilson went over to the showers. He got some eyeball on him, and he wants to clean up.
Okay.
Classic.
Yeah. All right. So I like this bromance. I like it. Would you guys? So are you going to enter in there? And I don't know if you want to try to catch up with them, maybe too. Davis.
I'm with you. Yeah.
All right. So we'll go we'll go inside and we'll start trying to get some more info out of these scientists.
All right. So you head in there, and they're all hanging around, and one of them comes forward, and he seems, they all seem more or less relieved, but a little on edge to be back here. And some of them, their memory was shaky when they first came out, but one of them says his name is Johns, and he is technically the current highest ranking on the ship, so he would be the captain at this moment in time of the Cronus.
Sorry about your new promotion there, buddy.
Yeah, it's not the best thing ever, but I'm sure you're wondering what was going on. I mean, you asked us about it. We didn't really give you a straight answer, but some of the pieces are starting to come back to me here and there, and I think maybe it's important that you guys hear about it, since I guess you rescued us.
It all started when I was a boy.
So we were out on a mission to explore some ancient ruins on LV-113, and there's a woman there interrupts and says, it was an archaeological mission, and we were there to collect artifacts, special substances and other things that we could find on this planet. Unfortunately, it seems that we also brought back these spores that went throughout the ship and planted themselves in hallways, rooms, wherever they could get, and started infecting the crew. But the good news is, silver lining, we did develop a cure.
Ooh,
interesting.
And so everyone took this cure. It's a simple, straightforward. You do a little right in the arm, right like that, and that'll take care of it for you. Now, you guys didn't take your suits off or anything while you were on board there, did you?
No, I did.
Someone sneak through the vents?
I did.
You did.
What? If I were to look for this cure, what does it look like?
It would be in a little syringe. It's like a dark substance. There probably are some in our med lab.
Oh, really?
But yeah, we would recommend that you probably take that.
One quick question: your buddy who so sadly passed away, did he take the cure?
Why, did something happen to him? No, I think you probably filled them in.
I said his head exploded.
It was a bit of a violent death.
He should have. Everyone should have. So I can't explain. It should have stopped that from happening. Maybe there was a failure in the dosage or something.
Well,
very interesting.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the info. Do you know anything about like these creatures? Any weaknesses they might have? Anything like that?
Well, they have a fire resistance, but
yeah, I don't. Other than probably things that could shoot or set them on fire, I don't really know. As you can see from the state of our ship, we didn't exactly find out what their weaknesses were, because they sort of took over and killed most of us.
Well, at least you tried your best.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, there are 3 of them, by the way. There's 3 people that you have.
Okay. So before we split here, before we get back to the bridge, are any of you feeling lightheaded at all?
No, no. We all
headaches?
We all feel good. They all say they feel fine.
John, I'm sorry.
Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation.
It just occurred to me.
One? Yes.
Can you follow?
When are we in the alien timeline?
You're post Alien 3.
Is that when they started outlawing androids and stuff?
When did they outlaw them? I don't remember.
I forget. I just remember that was a plot point in 4. They're like, you're like one of the last ones alive. So I'm just wondering, like, would we be is that something on our that we'd be thinking about that we care?
I think
Not just from a fear sense. I mean, like from a legal.
Right. Let me check because they do have stuff about androids or synthetics.
I mean, you've always got to have those in alien movies.
I don't.
I was gonna
think...
say aliens weren't enough.
While Jonathan's looking that up, did either of you guys actually watch any Alien or Prometheus since our last RPG session?
I probably should have, but
Well, no, you're studying, so.
yeah. Let's just say 14-hour days are not fun.
Neglecting the
they're
real
24.
Time becomes shorter when you're studying.
It feels like it.
Hoser 40K had a suggestion, by the way, that you would attach one ship to the other with a giant space harpoon, like we did in Mothership.
Yeah,
Different
yeah,
RPG
I'm sure
we played.
nothing could go wrong. We were reeled to the surface of the planet.
No, I'm pretty sure androids are not outlawed or anything. They're fairly common depending on where you go. It's illegal to program them for violence.
Right, but I mean, it's not like I'm pretty sure there was like a culling of them.
Yeah,
and
no,
we're not in that area.
I don't think so. No.
So I'm not. My character's not thinking about it. Is my point. Yeah. All right. So wherever we were. Sorry to interrupt.
That's
I'm
okay.
going to quickly turn to Rye and say, well, they said there was more of that cure in the med bay, right? Did our pilot buddy search the med bay?
Yeah, maybe we should ask.
Yeah, he might not have searched it thoroughly enough if you didn't find it.
But listen, I'm bringing you in on this, and only you, because we go back.
Oh yeah.
I kind of don't want to deal with these, uptight, white collar. I don't want to deal with any of them.
Yeah, they don't understand people like us. We understand each other.
Exactly. So let's keep this serum on the DL.
My Graham always said, find a secret serum, keep it secret.
I thought your Graham was going to say, if you find a serum, keep it on the DL for sure.
No, that was my uncle who always said that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. If any of you start feeling, lightheaded, lock yourself into cryo, freeze yourself, please.
We'll let you know. We'll let you know.
All right.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, we can recover. Like we have some personal stuff still. Our things on that ship somewhere.
Oh. Where?
I mean, we had rooms. Well, just saying. At some point, like if we could, I don't know if your plan is to get in there again or to take it with us or come back, but we, just keep us in the loop if you could.
Don't worry about that. We got you.
Okay. So reassuring.
Could I actually say that sometime near the end of their conversation, Miller and I head towards the cryo because I do think, just in general, I would suggest to Miller to probably talk to them. I don't know if their captain is with them or anything, but just because our captain should meet the other crew.
Yeah, that's fine. So maybe you came in on the tail end and you heard some of that. Some of that talk, and the rest I assume you'll fill each other in on.
Yeah. Well, let's.
Well, I assume Miller would take charge right now, being captain.
Yeah,
Miller's
getting filled in right now. So, okay, this has happened, and as you're maybe regrouping, trying to figure out your next step, the voice of Mother calls out over these intercom over the ship's speakers. And you hear it/her, however you want to characterize. I mean, it's called Mother. Echo out. I'm trying to be fancy.
Echo through the halls.
That's right. This message echoes throughout the halls. Displacement drive malfunction. Cascade failure imminent. Fission reactor overload in T-10 minutes. And each of you gains a +1 stress.
Well, what does all that mean? That doesn't sound good.
Shouldn't you know? I thought you guys worked on that kind of stuff.
Sham, let's head to the reactor now.
Oh yeah, we got to do something about this.
Wait, before I go, Davis, did you find any thing in the med bay that might help me out? I'm feeling very stressed.
I got some med kits. What were the different drugs that do?
Oh,
I-
what
There
were
was
the
one of them that got rid
different
of
drugs
stress,
that
right?
do? Yes, one of them was, let's see. You have, did you find naproleve?
And that one increases stress or reduces
That is the
stress?
one that reduces your stress to 0.
And sleeping pills?
Sorry, those are never sleep pills we discovered. They are.
Oh, never. Never.
That was my mistake the first time.
I also have Hydrotron.
Hydration, it's will counteract dehydrating effects.
All right.
Yeah, I know you went to the med bay. If you got anything,
No. That's that.
Yeah.
I have naproline, but it's the last one because spoilers. I took one on the ship because I was very stressed out.
Well, if you don't want our ship to blow up, could I?
No. I give it what I was saying. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying like
Okay.
it's the last one.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll take the naproline.
All right, your stress is 0 now.
Sweet.
Whew. So yeah.
We gotta
Sam,
get down and
help me
check
out
out.
here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we gotta check this out.
I'll run to the bridge. You let me know through the comms if there's something I could do there. Because I'm a pilot, not a mechanic. I'm not as good as that Firefly crew.
Are you that was like a Bones thing to say. Not Angel. McCoy. Okay. Sorry, tangent. All right. So yes, and you guys are heading to try to figure this out, to try to look at whatever's causing this problem.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so probably like I think the best thing is to get to the computer systems to try to analyze what is going on. So like there's terminals. I mean, either you could talk to Mother itself, or one of the terminals that you were looking at early at the time you were by the cargo bay and stuff like that.
I didn't know we're allowed. I thought only captains are allowed to talk to the mother system.
I mean, you can always try. Whether it responds or not, that's a different matter.
Oh, we have a good question from Hoser40K in the chat.
Oh yeah, let's see. Let's see. If Will took the Napro leave, does that mean he also took his helmet off on the Cronus?
It does. And in fact, I sent Jonathan a message that because I wanted to.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
Well,
remember, I don't know about the spores.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna I'm gonna talk to
Mark's character does know I took some, and I assume this is orally, like it's a pill.
Yeah, and I mean, you could have like the crew from the Cronus probably would also want to like check with you too. They might bring it up to you if you talk to them longer.
And I guess we were in the cryo area, so they heard me say that too. So
I'm a little more focused.
But I think there's a alert
Yeah,
flashing right now, so
that's true.
Yeah, I'm a little more worried about the ship blowing
There's
up.
a lot going on.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk to Mother because I know that the system might be a little on the fritz from my earlier repairs in the last session. Check it out at youtube.com/rollforcrit.
Callback.
don't forget the duct tape.
All right.
Mother, tell me what's going on.
That's how you interact.
Yeah,
with.
isn't that how you talk to Mother?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, probably. All right, let me find
Mom.
what I want for you. Oh yeah, there wasn't really. All right, so what's your rank again?
I'm a roughneck, so I'm very low rank.
Oh yeah, but don't you have like an actual crew of? Oh no, you're literally just called a roughneck.
Yeah.
You're basically like the mechanic or something. It's that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
He's definitely probably lower on the rankings.
Yeah, Mother continues to echo this alert. In fact, at this point, it's now overload imminent, T-9 minutes.
Oh, so he's at Mother? Or where is he when he's doing this? Is he actually in Mother's room, or is he trying to on the computer?
on the Montero, it's a smaller ship. There's not. Oh, there is. Oh no, Mother's over there. Sorry, I had you guys in the wrong room.
Yeah, because I know you had Miller over there a little while
Oh
back.
yeah, so you are both actually. You're all kind of close to each other.
Okay.
I shout in there like, just head to the computer. Miller, you talk to Mother, because you know how finicky she is.
Ugh, useless tech. All right. So we run over. Cham, help me out here.
Does Miller go to talk to
All right,
Mother?
running back. Yeah, Miller is going in there to talk to Mother, and to try to figure out what's going on. Miller also says, like, look, we should prep to we have a little, like a little ship that we could, a smaller ship, basically the canoe to our pirate ship, and we should try to get some of our cargo on board there, because that's worth a lot of money, and I don't want to lose any of that. If this explodes.
Maybe Cham.
Are you saying that we have pretty much a escape ship, so to speak? I don't know what else to call it.
Pretty much, yeah. It is called
and when you
Daisy is the name of this thing.
And when you say cargo,
it's a cargo shuttle.
Are you referring to the cargo we were carrying beforehand?
Yes. Well, yes. I mean, first and foremost, and what, whatever else we need.
All right. All right. Hold on. I want to see if I can I access the computer, the Daisy. Daisy. Oh boy, this won't bite us.
That's an ominous name.
From like the bridge.
Yeah. Access in what way? What are you trying to do?
Like, I want to see, like, how is it attached? Can I auto load cargo into it? Like, do we have to manually move cargo in there? Like,
you would have to manually carry it in and out. It does have an autopilot function, so you could set it on a course.
All right, I don't want to set on autopilot, but I want to see if I can make sure the doors are hatched and access from the bridge, so I can get ready, and I'll run over and try to start load stuff.
Cham, you're better at the lifting. Do you want to go help him out?
Oh yeah, I'll help him out getting that precious cargo open there.
All right, I'll try to keep us from blowing up.
All right. So I'm gonna. I guess I'll. Can I access the bridge, or do I just have to head to the cargo bay and start loading things?
Yeah, you can just head to the cargo bay. What did you want?
All right. I was gonna. I didn't know if I needed to like check doors, unlock doors to Daisy or something. You know?
No, you're good.
I'm used to OSHA protocols.
Yeah, I understand. I understand completely. No, you can make your way over there.
All right,
I'll
let them know.
out with the heavy lifting up in there.
You let me know what to do. This is your area of expertise.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, got it. So yeah, you definitely are going to be making some heavy lifting rolls. We'll start with 1.
All right.
Would that just be a strength roll?
Is it strength or stamina?
Don't you have a heavy?
Or is it heavy
sorry,
machinery?
heavy machinery. I should have said. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
3. Oh my god! And I add all my stress level plus my strength plus my heavy machinery.
That's right.
Yeah. So we're both rolling this?
Stress.
That's but you both do it.
All right. Ooh, that's a lot of stress. I got a success.
6.
Now I feel bad about taking the leprosy.
I'm not that stressed out. I mean, wait, were you like at 2 or 3?
I was at 7.
Oh, then no, that's fine then.
Here goes my roll. Lots of stress die. Okay. I got one success and 1 failure on a stress die. It looks like.
Uh-oh. All right. So you managed to get a couple in there, and you're kind of freaking out. By the way, I'm going to go back and specify the reason. The reason it's heavy machinery is I'm assuming you were using the power loaders to do this.
Oh yeah.
Safely.
I assumed because Yeah, go on, continue.
Yeah, you get a couple of them in there. I'm gonna need you, Cham, to make just roll a d6 and let me know what you get.
All right, here we go. 5.
All right, you managed to catch that thing in time. You almost dropped one.
Oh,
Which is very dangerous. But you get a few in there.
holy cow, Cham!
All a day's work.
Also, by the way,
Gotta be careful there, partner.
T-8 until explosion, and yeah, you're able to get it in, but you get a stress level +1.
Mother of God.
Now back to let's go back to Rye. You're looking at the computer systems.
Yes, I'm gonna try to see if I can cancel the shutdown or like fix the fusion core. That's what was going on, right?
Yeah. So why don't you make a Comtech roll and see what you can find?
1 success.
Okay.
Out of 7 die.
Okay. That's all it takes, baby.
But I got 1 success out of 14 die.
Is that true? Woo! Living on the edge. So, looking through the files, you uncover something pretty unsettling.
Ooh.
You find that there is nothing wrong with the reactor or anything else. Mother has intentionally triggered this countdown following a special order. And this is to ensure that the Cronus is delivered back to Weyland-Yutani. It intends to self-destruct this ship at any cost.
Oh, so I relay that info to the rest of the crew via comms or whatever, and I'm gonna try to cancel this shutdown.
All right.
Is that even feasible?
It would. I mean, you would have to hack the crap out of the ship's computer, but it would be extremely difficult.
Can Miller do it?
From what Rye has found, like this goes way above the pay grade of most of this ship or any of this ship. Truly, it's this.
How did he even
directly from
know?
Headquarters.
This is very suspicious.
Oh God! Oh God!
I'm gonna try anyway.
All right. So yeah, make another Comtech roll if you dare.
2 successes, and I'm gonna use my story point
Oh wow.
to add an extra. I know it's a waste, but
I don't know. This is terrifying.
My character is desperate, so I'm gonna use everything I have available.
You struggle.
Does your signature item help?
What's that?
Yeah, we each start with a signature item, and I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, mine
you're
does
0. Okay.
Mine does nothing.
You are desperate to figure this out. You manage to reset the counter back to 10 minutes.
Oh.
So
All right.
you bought yourselves a little more time. And
All right,
I will also give you a stunt.
Oh. So wait, what did the stunts do again?
You could get a +1 die to a future Comtech roll. You could get new or unexpected information, GM's choice. You could show off. You could have done this quickly, so maybe buy yourself a couple more minutes if you want.
I'm going to do it quickly.
All right.
No. I was hoping for the information. I
Oh, I
wanted to know if Jonathan was ready for. You find out. Oh, you just found Miller's search history. Ooh.
All right, so you got T-15 minutes.
All right, so I'm going to sprint back and be like, we got to get off. I can't fix it.
What do you mean you can't fix it?
I can't fix it. It's hardwired. I can't hack the mainframe. I'm not.
I am really not happy about this. How what's the Daisy's Like, what's it equipped with and all that?
Not much. It's a pretty basic. It's maybe got like some hydration packs in there, but it's really meant to just carry stuff on and off the ship.
Yeah. Well, you guys finish
All
loading.
right, all right. No, here's what we got to do. Where the hell is Miller and Wilson?
They're here. They're here.
They're here. They're
Yeah.
here? I honestly do not know.
Yeah, they're with you.
Oh God, get the other people. Forget the quarantine. We need their help. Just gather everything we can from the med lab, and everyone grab their personal possessions and stuff, and I'll get the bridge. I'll get this ship to fly off away from the Cronus, whatever it's called. We'll all get on Daisy. We'll attach Daisy to the Cronus, and we'll worry about things there. Just go.
Miller says, we could also. I mean, we should have Daisy carry the cargo, but we could also just walk on. We still have our connected port to the Cronus.
Well, right now,
So we don't have to all cram inside
Miller,
of that thing with a bunch of dangerous
I love
fuel.
how calm you sound.
I work well under pressure.
All right. Still, we need to do the rest of the stuff. I'll grab my stuff, then I'll work on the bridge to set an autopilot for 12 minutes to fly or 10 minutes to fly away. That gives us 5 minutes for the ship to get away and not blow up in our faces.
T-minus 13 minutes.
I run to my room to get my stuff, wherever that is.
I'm grabbing everything I can and hustling.
Did we finish loading the cargo?
You've got about half of it in there. It's up to you if you want to risk more.
I'm gonna risk more.
Can I, before I run, just shout out Wilson to get the people in crowd to help us?
Yeah, Wilson is gonna head down. I guess Miller is gonna come with you to see what's going on at the head of the ship.
Well, I want to go to my locker wherever we have our own personal possessions. I assume we have
okay.
rooms.
Yeah, you have like little quarters. You have like a locker with your
All right,
stuff.
I'm gonna grab whatever my stuff is, and suggest Miller does the same.
Yeah, and then so all the people from the Cronus are trying to help. So why don't you go ahead and make a heavy machinery roll?
Sham, are you heading back to the locker to grab your stuff, or are you finishing loading?
I'm gonna head back to the locker to grab my stuff.
Can you open my locker?
Oh, no, I'll get your stuff for you, Ryan. Don't you worry.
Thank you.
What's your code? I just really wanted you to say some silly number.
I was gonna go the Spaceballs route, but it's overplayed. All right, so I'm gonna roll.
There.
No successes. I'm going to stress chance it.
Okay, you're gonna push.
Yep, I'm gonna push. No successes.
Oof. I mean they're just too heavy, I'm afraid, and you are freaking out because you're running out of time and your hands are sweaty. But you don't drop any.
Okay.
So that's a plus.
All right. I assume after I grab my stuff, I'm gonna take a sort of long route along the left. Is it the left? It looks like the left of the ship to me.
Sure.
On the way to the bridge. Because one, I want to see, make sure do I see people unloading stuff in the med bay? Like do I see Wilson and?
Yep, they're in there.
Okay.
Right now.
Good. What's this room that's not labeled that I would walk through?
Over here, this.
Mm-hmm.
That is a calculator and a pizza pie, which means
It's just a pizza.
Don't joke, man.
that's just there's an access terminal and an intercom in there. It's just like a.
All right, so it's nothing like where I could gather more stuff.
No,
is my
probably
point.
not. No.
All right, that'll work. So yeah, I'm gonna run. So I'll run to the bridge, and then would it be a piloting skill or a comtech skill if I want to set up an autopilot to have the ship like in what's the T? I assume Mother's still blaring.
T-minus 11 minutes.
All right, to have it like in 6 minutes just fly away.
It's definitely going to be a piloting role, but it is going to be hard.
What does that mean again?
-2.
2 dice?
Yes.
All right, so I'm still going to be rolling 10 dice. 4 of it is stress, though.
Gotta love that stress.
Ooh, that is 2 successes on stress die. So the stress helped.
All right.
Help me focus.
All right, well done. So, yes.
Come on, you old girl. You can do this.
You successfully. You're trying to program the ship, correct?
Yeah, in 5 minutes, whatever 6 or 5 minutes is left on the countdown, to fly away from whatever the other ship's called.
Got it. And of course, you did get that extra success, so you get your stunt.
And my stunt is do it quickly, do it flashy. I know they changed for whatever the testing is. So
yeah, piloting doesn't have too many. You can either get a +1 to a future piloting roll or show off.
Oh, I don't even get to do it quickly.
Nope. Sorry. Yep, those are
then,
the only two.
I'm wondering if showing off would help in this case at all. If I can come up with a good reason.
It always helps to show off.
I mean, showing off would usually be what my character goes for, but I don't think I'm actually showing off anything interesting by having it fly away.
You could have it do barrel rolls.
No, what I'm going to just go with the additional roll a little bit later.
Okay.
All right. So once I do that, I'm going to hit wherever the next comm thing, because I'm on the bridge. There's got to be a comm. I'm like, she's ready to go. She's going to leave in 5 minutes. So make sure the Daisy's disconnected and everyone's off the ship.
Everyone 10-4. That's Miller. Says everyone 10-4. Space lingo.
All bad.
Copy.
10-5 it.
All right, breaker.
Rye, you'll take care of Daisy?
Sure. I just need to finish loading. I need help.
Cham, can you make it down there?
I'll see if I can sprint down.
Minus 9 minutes.
I assume I got our gear and stuff from our lockers.
Yeah, I'll be bringing that all over. So,
okay.
I'm gonna run to the gallery now.
All
and
right.
I'm booking it down to help load the rest of the junk. Our valuable cargo. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do I meet anyone else in the gallery?
Well, is this where you wanted everyone to gather?
Sure. No, what I was gonna suggest is Rye and Cham actually fly Daisy off to reattach. That's what I was saying, like, could you take care of Daisy? But I want to just gather whatever's left in the gallery and then have I don't have the names of the other crew. Galley, sorry.
Miller and
no, I have them. I meant the new people.
Yeah, I don't know if you know all their names yet. They know Johns is the new captain. And Cooper is the one who's dead.
I'm gonna write that for my own personal, not Davis's. But my goal is to try to meet the rest of the people and have them all get on the ship, back on the other ship, and because they heard my plan.
Yeah, you can do that. So I assume you would want to gather them by the elevator, which would take you up to where you would
right. But first, in the gallery, I wanted to gather up if there's anything left in there quickly, like rations and stuff, because I know that ship's been drifting, and I'm.
Okay, why don't you make an let's see, observation check, see what you can find.
That would be 3 of these and 2 of these and 4 stress. Well, that was a roll. I'm counting it because it was neither a 1 or a 6. Ones only matter not on the stress dice, correct? If I recall correctly.
Correct.
How many times can I use the word correctly and recall?
Correct.
That is 2 successes.
All right. Yeah, you definitely find some rations. In fact, you find 5 of them. And
all right, I take that and run to the elevator. Oh, hold on. What's encumbering again?
Hold on. You also
I know what encumbering is. I know, but I'm trying to remember how to.
You also find 3 hydration
right.
packs.
Because I know some things are large, some things are small.
And yeah, that should be it. Yeah, those would all be small.
All right. So that means I pretty much cut it in half how much they weigh me
Correct.
down.
Yeah.
I am encumbered then, I think.
Okay. You could always leave some of it, but it's up to you.
Right. I want to make sure of this. If my encumberment is 4, that means I can carry 4 units. Correct?
Yes, 4 lines essentially.
4 lines, yeah. I'm encumbered, but I want to shout, "Hey, can anyone help me carry this?"
Yeah, you can split that up amongst the other Miller and Wilson will help carry
Okay.
some of it.
Yeah, if they take the hydration, if one takes the rations, one takes hydration, then I'm fine.
Okay. It's done. All right. Is everyone evacuating, or you guys are now still trying to load a little bit?
Yeah,
Try and load just a few more.
All right.
as much as we can.
Why don't you make one more? I'll give you T-minus 8 minutes. I'll give you was it already 8? I'll give you.
No, you said 9.
Great.
So you're good.
I know. Of course I know. I'll give you each a +1. You're desperate and you're really helping each other out.
Ooh, so an extra die.
Yep.
Nice. All right, let's do it.
Ooh.
I succeeded.
I got 3 successes.
Oh.
Man.
Yeah, you
And-
definitely.
This time his power load was just like
Wait, there was
But I
an
did
and.
get a failure on a stress die.
And that's where that comes into play.
Wait, could you? I'm curious. If you have a story point, could you use it to turn that 1 into a 6, or does it add a 6?
It just adds a 6.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was a replace or a.
Unfortunately, yeah. So roll another die for me.
Here we go. A 6.
All right. You're able to get most of the remaining contents of the fuel onto the Daisy. You're a little bit less efficient at it than than Rye was. You're fumbling. You're going a little too fast, like trying to get them all in there. You drop one, and there's like a moment where you're kind of scared that it might explode, but it doesn't. But you still take a stress point.
Oh, I've never been this stressed in my life.
T-minus 7 minutes.
All right.
Good
right
work,
as
though. We almost got it.
where I assume I'm with Wilson, Miller, and the rest for now.
And the
as
rest.
I'm gonna. I assume as we're approaching the elevator to go off onto the other ship, I'm gonna hit the intercom like, guys, remember this ship is moving away in 2 minutes, so you better get a move on.
Right. It doesn't matter how much of this cargo we move if we're not alive to collect our pay. We gotta get onto the Daisy.
But there's only like one more.
Right. Listen to me, buddy. Listen to me. I need you alive. This is valuable, but there's gonna be way more valuable stuff on the Cronus. I'm dead sure of it.
Well, as long as you promise me that we won't share anything on the Cronus with anybody else, just you and me, buddy.
I promise to be just between you and me. We
All
can
right.
trust each other.
All right, let's get on.
All right. Y'all make it back over. You're back over on the old Croner. That's
Is
not
it the
it.
Croner?
That's
Is
the
that what it's
one. Yeah, sometimes it's my nickname for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Back through where you came in, and it's due to the successful piloting skills of Davis. Fortunately for everybody on board, the autopilot is successful. The ship gets to a safe enough distance that when it explodes, it does not harm any of you and does not impact the ship.
Good work.
But it definitely explodes, and the Cronus is now your sole life raft out here.
This is fine.
Yeah.
I just sort of slump against the wall.
So Johns, the guy from the Cronus, speaks up and says, "Well, now that we're clearly this is our only hope, we're probably going to want to try to fix up some of the compartments and engines and things. I know that the electricity came back on and the lights and everything, but The air filtration systems, the engines, the comm array, those things are all going to be either not at full functionality or just totally on the fritz.
And of course, our tech guys we left on the Daisy.
Oh,
All right. But I assume they also made it.
Yeah.
We already docked in. They're already with us.
Yeah, it's not that. Yeah, it's fine. You can. They're
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank God.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, don't
that could
worry
have.
The Daisy just blows up.
You're good. So, yeah, that's where it's at. Everyone's shaken up. Also, you're right in the hallway where Cooper's exploded body still is hanging out.
oh, whoops.
How do they react to seeing that?
I mean, they're freaking out a little bit. They heard about it, but yeah, it's a little bit unsettling. They don't like it.
Oh, that reminds me. Now that we're on the ship and all the panic, I'm like, so which one of you guys put this axe into the piloting on the bridge?
That wasn't us. The
What do you mean wasn't us? There's more people on this here?
well, there were. I mean, when the spores came, people started going crazy and acting irrationally, and
Sorry, what? Spores?
yeah. Oh, were you not here for this?
I was not here for this.
Yeah, well, we had a whole crew, and we went out down to this. It was we collect artifacts, archaeological site.
I assume the same spiel
Yeah.
that they said before.
Yeah.
So hypothetically, if someone took off their helmet,
Why would someone do
are
that?
we in trouble? Well, I know a friend of mine had to do that to get through the vents to open the door.
A friend of yours, huh? You won't
I
name any
mean-
names.
Wait.
Sorry, my friend Rye here.
No, made it sound like
Oh,
a,
yeah.
a friend.
Wait. Listen here, Mr. Pilot. Didn't you say to us that you took some medicine earlier?
Oh my God, you're right. I did.
Did you do that on your ship?
Wait, don't touch
Yeah,
your
of
face
course.
either.
Too real.
Not supposed
Did you
to do
take your
that.
helmet off for that? I assume
Yeah,
you
I
had.
mean, I didn't think there would be spores. I'm only
Oh,
worrying about oxygen levels. Oh God.
game over, man. I bet half of us are infected now.
It's okay. It's all right because we have a cure. Another guy you haven't heard from. He introduces himself. His name is Flynn, and he is the Cronus's medic.
Oh, thank God we have a medic now.
And he's a nervous fella, but he's like, okay, there is the cure, and you could
Great. Where is it?
try to take it. Well, there should be some in the med lab.
And you just see my character go like not happy to hear about that. Really not happy.
But
frick.
it's not
that's the-
I mean, I'm sure that whether or
fudge.
not you're inoculated could be maybe it's not 100%. We don't really know a lot about the spores.
Well, currently my chances are maybe get cured or end up like that as they point at the body. I think I like my odds with the cure.
Well, most fungal infections don't infect immune competent hosts.
Right.
It's mostly immunocompromised.
Exactly.
Let me know that again after you see.
medical knowledge, my roughneck friend.
I do have
Let-
medical knowledge.
let me know how you feel about that after you watch Covenant.
Oh.
What were you starting to say something? Well, or no? Oh, you're saying
I'm gonna
okay, yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I'm not going back in there alone. That room is, I don't know. You said you were on an archaeological dig. That is not something I expect to find in the Egyptian museum. Oh wait, I don't know if that would work actually with the way the alien versus with
You
Earth.
mean the Museum of LV-77?
More along the lines of I don't know if they still have the artifacts, considering what we saw of Earth in one of the movies. I won't say which one, so it's not spoiling anything.
Yeah, sure. That's safe. That's fair. Yeah. Well, it's like, well, I mean, right now you've got your suit back on. I mean, you only took your helmet off for a minute, right? So
Sure.
you'll
Sure.
just
Maybe you're right.
you'll let
Maybe
us
you're right.
know if something feels off. If we may have there might be more vials we could find or more syringes with the cure in it. Other places on the ship as we
Look,
should check things out.
Maybe I'm just saying, like, I'm willing to go back in if other people come with me, preferably armed.
Sure. Aren't you guys armed?
Yeah, but I'm also terrified right now, so I don't think I want to go by myself, even if I am armed.
Yeah, I mean there might be stuff on the ship. Honestly, again, like so much is in disarray, and it's still been so long since we're still kind of coming to our senses here. Yeah, if you want to like search and look around for things, and at the same time try to repair some of this stuff.
All right. Who else? I'm sorry, I didn't catch all your names.
Yeah, well, Johns. I'm Johns. I'm now the captain, and this is Clayton. That's Clayton. She's like the company version. She's our version of Wilson. She's a bit ornery, but you get used to her. And
I imagine now Clayton and Wilson like just shake hands, give each other a business card, and
and Flynn over there is the nervous fella, is our medic, and that's Cooper, the right down there on the floor.
All right. And my character does say this. Wait, so who is in charge here? Like, what's the ranking thing? Miller, is it you or John's? Like, because John wasn't the initial captain. Miller, you are our initial captain.
Yeah,
but we're not on your ship.
Well,
Wilson, what is the company policy on this?
Miller is still, he's the one in charge of this mission. She's the one in charge of this mission. And whereas it seems like this other mission, we're gonna kind of have to combine forces here, and we'll just call him officially. Miller would be the higher ranking still, because John's official position is still like second in command.
All right.
Before I acknowledge Miller as my higher up, I need to ask you a question here, Miller. Why is it that Mother initiated the self-destruct sequence on her own?
I don't know. How am I supposed to know?
Because you're the captain. You should know.
Well, how do you know?
Because I hacked it.
Well, how do I know that's true?
There's no self-destruct sequence.
Maybe you programmed it to do that with your hacking skills.
Oh, right. I'm going to program to blow up our only way off this ship.
Well, I mean, but there's another ship.
Now, let's not argue amongst ourselves. This might be a blessing in disguise. Be a great opportunity to fix up this ship, check it out, see if there's any more of those creepy crawls around.
Cham, I think you're great, but this ship is infected. There is now a horrible body on the ground, and as far as I know, I don't know what else is on the ship. So if this is a blessing, this is a very weird blessing. And don't go telling me your grandmother said something about blessings.
Well, excuse me for trying to be a little positive around here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just...
Cham, we don't need this.
Things are... I'm sorry.
Miller says, "Look, I'm with Cham. We need to. Things are a little tense right now, but the more we spend time arguing here, the faster we run through our personal air supplies and our suits. The faster we can be exposed to things that some of us may or may not have syringes for, like me also. And
right.
Maybe we should get things up and running and start moving here."
All right. Then Ryan, Cham,
Yeah.
you guys obviously are best bet, unless Wilson and Clayton are hiding something from us in terms of knowledge, not like morality kind of thing. Obviously, I need to. At least as of now, Ra, you and I need a cure, but I can't do much on the machine side. I'll look for a cure for the two of us, who need it first, since we're actually most likely the ones exposed. You and Cham, do you guys need any help? Like, how many people do you think you need to fix this ship to get it running?
Yeah.
Like I said, remember, this axe was in one of the piloting coordinations. I mean, there were some working terminals, maybe we could jury rig something there, but I think right now we just need to get life support stuff going.
It's gonna take a while, but what do you think, Cham?
I think it's definitely doable. I'll watch your back. You do the computers. Need anything heavy lifted, I'll take care of it.
That
Do you-
sounds good.
Do you want Miller or Wilson or Clayton or Johns to join you?
Well, not Miller.
Or Flynn.
But Wilson could be a useful addition.
Yeah.
Well, so John says, the way I see it, like I said, there's three major problems here. We're gonna need
What's
some
the third?
it's the comms, the engines, and the air scrubbers.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna need some people on the exterior of the ship. You're gonna have to do a little bit of a spacewalk on the outside and fix things up out there. We need someone to check out. This could be one or more people. The reactor control room, and to try to jumpstart the engines. And then, of course, there's the air scrubbers, which are in their own. They have their own room, as you can see on your maps there. The air scrubbers shaft.
At this moment, I just go, "Oh, fork!" Because I just remembered that thing is still alive. Remember, it ran into like a vent or something.
Yeah,
So
that's
nobody
the thing,
go
too.
alone. Everybody go in at least pairs.
Why don't Cham and I head towards those air scrubbers because
Yeah.
clean air
Well-
seems like a nice priority at the moment.
That'll be
Right, but actually, shouldn't you two? I'm trying not to do this because I don't want to split people up, but
You have NPCs, remember?
yeah, but I'm trying to. They're the only ones who know how to repair things, so it's almost like they should each run their own thing. This is like how when we want to split games at board game night, and Jonathan and me are like, we want to be at the same game, but we should split because we're the ones who know everything.
It's some of these things might not necessarily require like comms is obviously a technical issue. The air scrubbers is cleaning them.
Is that the thing that needs a spacewalk?
No.
Oh, clean it?
Because if I recall correctly, you guys are the only ones who actually have spacesuits. Like my thing is, or am I mixing that up with?
Well, there probably are some on the. Oh, you are mixing that.
No,
up with
I'm mixing it
Mothership.
up with Mother.
Well, we've all got compression suits.
I was the other one. I didn't have like a full on spacesuit. I had like good enough.
Oh, just like survive for like a second out in space.
Yeah, so I'm mixing up games. Like I said, a lot of space horror RPGs.
We've been through some things.
As long as there's no weird goat creatures on this ship.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, if it's just
So-
cleaning, then Cham, that's kind of a waste of our talent.
Yeah.
Probably better served elsewhere.
All right. Miller, do you think you could work, or not Miller, because I know someone doesn't like Miller. Wilson, you think you and Rye, Mark, you're Rye, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just should write that. You want to work on comms since I know that tech is more your thing, Rye?
Sure, but I could take Cham with me because he's my buddy. But
Right, but Cham should work on one. What's the third one? Sorry.
Air scrubbers.
No, it's air
engines.
scrubbers, engines. Because I think I should take Flynn with me to try to find whatever this cure is, or even if he can make another. And obviously, you don't want to be with Miller.
all right.
This could work.
Yeah. Before
And then-
we part, I whispered to Cham and I go, listen, don't let him know that we're trying to take some stuff first.
Oh, I absolutely won't let him know. I whisper back. And I also whisper, hey, and while you're working on anything, if you find any way to hack into like the ship logs, find out any more info, just keep it between you and me, all right?
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, Clayton, why don't you join Miller and Cham, and Johns, you join Rye. I'm
Okay.
trying to split up. I also don't want I'm purposely saying this because I don't want because I'm more worried about what do you call them? The company men being together. I'm trying to split those two apart and also make sure this way, look, someone from each crew is in each group.
Seems
right.
fair. All right.
All right. Okay, so Who?
Oh, wait.
Yes.
I screwed that up. I
Should
forgot.
write down who's going where.
Yeah, I need to write this down myself.
So I'm
it's
going
Cham is going to engine.
and I'm being accompanied by
Rye is going to comms.
Yep.
I'm trying to get the main people from each thing because I forgot scrubber. Miller, can you do the scrubbing?
Oh yeah, sorry. I was like, well.
waiting for
Because I forgot about that. I like.
NPC to respond.
By the way, engine
right.
and comms.
No, go ahead. What you're saying?
The spacewalk part is gonna encompass both of those, but the engines also require some in-house work.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know.
Okay.
And then who's accompanying who?
Wilson is going with Rye. And then Clayton is joining Miller. John is joining Cham. And Flynn and I are running around looking for doses of the antifungal.
Oh, all right. Flynn is with Dave.
Remember, I'm the pilot, not the captain.
I'm like splitting up. Woo!
Okay, so where exactly are you all headed?
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll check out the internal engine before we do a spacewalk.
Good news is the scrubbing, Jonathan, is all NPC, so you can just let us know how that goes.
Yeah, that's a fun. I'm just gonna play my own.
More spores into the air.
I tell Wilson, you're probably going to want to double back on that scrubber. Little Miss Corporate cleaning something.
Wow.
I like how you say that with Mr. Corporate with you.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Oh, man.
All right, so you are headed to. Let's just start with Cham. Heading to the reactor control room. And I want to get the right area of the ship. And make sure you can see it on the map. Let's see.
And John is with me, right?
Oh, it's right down the reactor core. Yes, you are going with John's.
John's. All right.
That's
yeah,
right.
from
Multiple Johns.
the Corona crew. I mean, not the Corona crew.
Oh, no.
What is this? Chronos. crew.
Cronus. Yeah, it's
We are Johns.
You meant the
are
beer,
all but
right?
one unit.
that's
Yeah,
what he
from
meant.
the Backstreet Boys crew.
Yeah. You were talking about the beer.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
But we're sponsored by that brand of beer now.
Oh.
All right, so you
Well,
and John's. Yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say a fun fact that our friend Nathan here does do a little bit of brewing on his own.
That's true.
That is a fun fact.
I do. I brew homebrewed mead, honey wine.
It's very good.
It is.
All right. You and John's head down to the reactor control room. He leads the way. He knows where it is. You do all have maps and blueprints and things, so you know the layout of the ship. You can get around. That's not a problem. And it's a little dim in there. There is just kind of a dull, pale blue glow.
Are there
over
any
the
chains
room.
swinging around?
No. What's the reference?
In the first, like one of the rooms I know in the first Alien movie, there are a lot of chains hanging, and then you can see the tail.
I just
Like
thought
it's-
about Evil Betty from Kung Pao. Swinging the chain, swinging the chain.
We taught him incorrectly to make fun of him.
Anyway, this light is coming from an open access port on the reactor relay. But it's enough for you to see that all the furniture in this room and the equipment has been pretty much torn up. And it almost looks like something has come in here and built sort of a nest.
Oh, this ain't good.
There is a pile of debris near the reactor. that looks like there's a crumpled up spacesuit over there, and it looks like maybe it was burnt, set on fire at one point. And yeah, there's as you look inside, you also can see there's some kind of a yellowish white resin covering most of the chamber.
Gross.
And yeah, that's probably in large part what's hampering the engines. Is it just needs cleaning.
Oh yeah.
It's at this moment we hear a clicking noise and a red laser dot. You know what? Let's throw a predator in here too. Let's go for it.
John, we gotta clean this muck up. Oh, what is this?
Yeah, this I don't know.
So this happened after you were frozen in cryo?
I guess it must have. I mean, it's gross. That maybe this came from some of those creatures. Like it's some kind of residue they leave behind.
John, are you armed?
Am I armed? Yeah, I have like a light space pistol.
All right, I sort of finger my industrial cutting torch.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, let's just keep an ear out for anything crawling around.
Okay.
Wish we had better lighting.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Should we I guess just start cleaning up, I guess.
I don't know. Let's just make sure we don't take our suits off. I don't think we want to touch this gunk with our skin.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Do we want to look around for some cleaning supplies?
Let's check this out. There's got to be some kind of tools we can use.
All right, why don't you make an observation roll?
New Windex. How lucky were we to find this?
And I'll give you a +1 since John's is helping.
Okay, what is observation? That's 3, and then I had my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stress die.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is. Anybody got any more of that stress medication?
No, I
Well, actually, yeah, we didn't see what we brought back.
Oh, yeah, well,
When we
too late
raided.
now. Well, let's see here. I got a whopping 3 successes, but also 3 stress failures.
It was not going so great. Go ahead and roll a d6 for your panic roll.
Here we go again. 5.
Yeah, I think that this substance it smells horrible, and it's very unpleasant to walk around in, and the sounds that it's making are making you feel bad. And I am gonna let you know exactly what's about to happen to you. Sorry, you said you got a 5?
5, yeah.
Oh,
Did
sorry,
you add-
plus your stress level. Sorry,
Plus my stress
I
level.
was gonna say that's low.
Let's see here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Did you say 15 is catatonic?
Yeah.
Oh, my boy.
Well, you are losing it.
I can't take this. I can't take this.
You need to. You are freaking out. You don't know what's happening, and you are going to attack Johns as he is the nearest living thing.
John spooked you. He made a noise behind you, and you just swung.
It's the monster.
Yeah, you got freaked out. So how are you going to make this attack?
Well, imagine if I'm just like sitting there like cleaning and freaking out. I'm just gonna turn around and I'm just gonna slug him in the face with my fist.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and make that close combat roll.
All right. 1, 2. Do I add my stress to this?
Huh.
So could it change?
I might just blow this guy.
No, I gotta say, I mean, this is part of a
Okay.
panic roll. I'm not gonna make you do
Yeah.
that again.
So, all right, 7 die. One success to punch my buddy.
All right. I mean, you slug him in the face, and he is panicking a little bit himself. Or anyone else around to see your actions right now, they would probably be panicking as well. And you really, I mean, you don't just hit him like one time in the face. You repeatedly are beating him, punching him multiple times, and you knock him unconscious into the corner.
Oh no. Oh well, I guess I could just say the monster did it. Oh shit! I'm all poop.
It's fine. It's an R-rated movie.
It's after the first minute, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is now an adult stream.
After dark. Pummeling a guy in the face repeatedly and aliens exploding out of people's heads is fine. Just don't use any bad language.
Oh yeah, for the children.
Yeah, so that happens, but you're calmed down a little bit, and what do you know? You did find some things to clean up a little bit.
Oh, hey, I guess I can still clean it.
You know, it's a classic movie trope. You beat the crap out of a guy, and all of a sudden, like, oh, there's the bleach.
Oh, it's all turning up daisies now.
Yeah, so you are able to successfully clean everything up. The relay has been restored, but there's still exterior repairs that need to be made for the engines to fully come back online.
Well, I don't think Johns is doing any exterior repairs right now.
Yeah, probably not. Would you like to take a look at anything else in the room, or we'll switch to someone else?
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch anything I don't need to. So.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Although, well, we'll get back. You're in here for now, and we'll come back to you. We'll see if anything else happens.
Oh boy.
So, let's see. Rye, you are heading out to the outside of the ship?
Yes, I'm on the outside of the ship.
Okay. What you're going to do is make...
I think he gets a bonus because he has a cat.
Yes, right?
Oh, man, you have a cat now? Yeah, you get a bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and he's a rescue, so...
Let me find a better... I should have labeled all these different things I have open. You're going to make a mobility roll.
Okay.
And that's going to determine how your spacewalk goes.
Gotcha.
Getting out there. And you're along with Wilson.
Yep.
You're going to moonwalk along
Talking
the
to
hole.
Wilson on the comms, like, through the suits, and I'm just like, oh, and that's why Miller's the worst. No successes. I'm going to push it.
Okay.
So now I'm at 2 stress.
It's better than 8.
Yep.
14.
One pass.
All right. Well done. Well done. So you're okay. You're on the outside of the ship, and you're not, and along with Wilson. He's
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you're good. You're good how you are.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna help you, but I decided you didn't need any help.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Yeah, you're welcome. And so you basically, you're the comms guy, you're the computer guy, you know what you're doing out there. Do you want to start working on comms or engines first?
Comms first.
All right, so then you're gonna make a comm tech roll.
Oh, for the
See
comms.
what you can do.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what do you know?
And you're gonna get +1 because Wilson is helping you out.
Oh, sweet. 1 pass.
That's all you need, buddy. All right.
It's just so funny rolling like 12 die and only getting 1 pass.
Remember when we tried the End of the World RPG and I accidentally gave you a stat bonus? You just headshotted everything.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that was rough. All right, so you successfully get into the systems, and you are bringing comms back online. Would you like to move on to the engines?
Sure.
All right, now this one is going to take a little bit longer, and it's a little more physical type of labor. This one's a heavy machinery roll.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Is Wilson helping me with this one also?
He absolutely is.
Okay. Two successes.
All right. So not only have you brought the engines back online, but of course you're going to get one of them stunts.
I'd like some info on the engines.
That might be one of your options.
Oh, okay.
The stunts change depending on the kind of action.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's heavy machinery. Duh, sorry. I thought it was... Yeah.
That's okay. You can +1 to a later roll. Make it so you don't need to roll to do the same type of challenge. And so if the engines were to fail again, you could just do it automatically. Do this quickly. Take less time. Not sure. One of the options is you break it permanently. I guess if you're trying to break something.
Yeah.
You could be quiet or you could show off.
I'm going to make it so if I have to fix the engines again, I just succeed.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yep, I'll make a note of that.
Congratulations, you fixed the engines and you get a stunt. What are you going to do? Break it permanently.
Now, as you're doing this, you're being very cautious and you're being very careful. You know, those words are synonyms, but you're being both. And very precise in your movements, and you're really focused. You're all in. And what you don't notice is Wilson has been acting weird. There's been some jitters coming from him, but they're kind of like covered up in his spacesuit, so you're not sure if it's just space wind or whatever it is.
Space wind.
But he's been acting a little bit. His behavior seems a little jittery, and it seems to have come to a head right now. Is while you're turning away, he reaches his arms over and starts strangling you.
Oh, crap.
In a spacesuit? That's really impressive.
Well, I mean, as best he could get. His arms are around the throat area of your suit, and he is throttling you violently.
Yeah. Wilson, calm down.
I'll need you to make. Well, I don't know. Are you gonna try to just remove him? Do you want to try to speak to him and calm him down, or anything, or what else? How are you gonna react?
I would probably first react by trying to speak to him.
All right, so I guess make a command roll or manipulation. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure. It's
both of
your
the same.
Call. Okay, great.
Wilson, what's gotten into you, buddy? Fail.
All right.
Like fail as in you got a 1?
And I got a 1.
Ooh. All right. Roll that die. It's panic time.
Yep. 6.
Okay, 6 isn't.
That's 6 total.
The worst. Actually, the 6 is fine. So you keep it together.
Okay.
But you unfortunately are unable to convince him to stop throttling you, and he continues to do so pretty violently. And let's see. I mean, you've got your spacesuit is kind of acting as a bit of armor right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it would be easy for you to lose your balance and possibly, bad things can happen if you're in space. So make a mobility roll.
All right. Luckily, I do get some extra die for that. I got 2 successes, and I got a fail on my stress die.
Oh no. Boy, these stress dice are killer, huh?
Yep. But no, I rolled a 5 total for the stress.
Okay, okay. Well, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. You are just managed to extricate yourself from his grip, and you're now like back closer towards the port that you go in and out of to get back inside of the ship, but. And he's a little bit further away, but looks like he's clearly coming after you with ill intent. He's ready to attack you again.
What the HE double hockey sticks are you doing, Wilson?
He does not respond on the comms.
All right. I'm going to enter combat then.
All right. Combat is being entered, so I'm drawing cards for you and Wilson.
Ooh.
That's right. If you recall, the initiative system in this game is done by card. In this case, it just means first and second, so it's not that interesting. So you've got a 9, which is bad. You actually want a lower number.
No.
And Wilson has an 8. Wow, just barely
Sounds about right.
beating you out. So he moves in to close the gap, and yeah, once again, I think he's just gonna like take a swing at you and try to knock you off balance.
All right.
Now you have the option to attempt to block this attack, which is a fast action. I believe it's a reaction.
I will not.
Okay. Fair enough. Then he is
Because you'll see what I need my fast action for.
Got it. Okay. He is going to roll, and we'll see exactly what happens to you.
Okay.
All right.
He's going to eat your face.
All
right. So he does hit you pretty hard.
Oof.
And you're gonna take a point of damage.
Okay.
And 1 stress.
Mm-hmm.
As well, but you're still in position. You're attached. You're tethered to the ship, and you have a grip on the side of it.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
All right. So, good thing I have 2 health still. So, for my fast action, I will draw. So then I'm going to shoot.
All right.
And believe it or not, most modern ammunition actually has its own oxidizing chemical within the primer of the bullet. So it
I'll
would
allow
actually fire in space.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure in Firefly they had to fire the gun from inside a suit, and definitely Firefly is the most scientifically accurate show out there.
Did that happen?
Yeah, I remember they actually used this. They put whatever the guy's gun, I forget the name of his gun, in a suit, and they fired it from inside the suit to get it to work.
Well, that was I don't know. Hey, that is the show where there's no sound in space, so it's pretty accurate. Okay, so go ahead and do that ranged combat roll.
All right. So I will roll ranged combat. Let's see if I roll another fail, because that seems to be my my trend right now. No fails, but the stress did give me a success.
Cool. Hey, that's pretty good. All right. So.
Oh wait, my weapon says bonus +1. Does that mean I roll an extra +1 die?
That is exactly what that means, actually. Yes.
And it didn't matter. Okay, but still.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know. Yeah, if you have equipment, keep an eye on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me just.
And the pistol is 1 damage mid-range.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you shoot him, and there's now a hole in his spacesuit, and also him.
Nice.
Just a small note, him as well.
And yeah,
I told you to stop.
Oh yeah, and is this the game where or was that the other one? We played so many games now, I can't remember. Where you had to make an empathy roll to kill someone.
Oh, that's this game.
Yeah, it was.
I believe that was this one.
Was this one. So I guess I will say like he is. It's like right now you could kind of leave him to like he would probably get knocked out and you could just run back inside, or you could try to bring him in like and hope he's incapacitated enough and you can handle him.
Well, hold on. I'm just curious. When you shot him and you said the hole in through him, is like blood coming out or anything like that?
I mean, you would presume he is bloody. The spacesuit right now maybe it's still concealing most of the wound, but
I'd probably leave him. I'd just run back.
Then I guess you got to make an empathy roll.
Yeah, let me do that. And I have to fail my empathy roll,
You must
right?
fail an empathy roll to successfully. Oh, by the way, Hoser says Vera. Vera was the name of Jane's gun in Firefly. That's right.
I do not fail.
I'm afraid you want to push it.
No, I'll bring him in.
All right.
Come in here, you big old lug. Try to kill me, but whatever.
All right, you grab him. I mean, he's weak and he's slumped down in the corner. But do you want to try to look around I mean, you were successful in your mission. Do you want to try to like tie him up or anything? I mean, I don't know if you have any kind of equipment.
Yeah, I don't have any equipment. Are there any ropes around?
Yeah, I guess make an observation check to see what you can find.
Okay. Where's that on the? Okay, I see on wits. Okay. Stress help me succeed.
All right. Yeah. There's rope. There's supplies. You're in like the armory. They have stuff tied together. You can find some decent strength.
Oh, armory.
Yeah, it's right there, right next to you, actually.
Yeah. So then I'm going to tie him up first, and then I will do another observation to look for a better gun.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, you might not even have to if you want to just check out that armory.
Oh yeah, check it out.
I can tell you what's going on in there if I can find the correct page of my 18 tabs that are currently here. Let's see. Cronus, and this would be armory. Does it have a designation? Vestibule 1 armory. Vestibule. Blah, 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 blah. All right. There's not much in there left. It looks like whatever was there, most of it was probably taken. But you do find a pulse rifle.
Oh, I'll definitely take that.
It's got one reload left in it.
Okay.
There's also a case of shotgun shells.
Okay.
Which would provide you with a reload.
Okay.
There is a splatter of dried milky white spray across the wall.
Oh, I'm probably not going to grab that.
Other than that, there's nothing else in that room.
Okay. All right, so I will, I'll take the pulse rifle and the shotgun shells, and then I will turn it over to somebody else as I radio in to tell them that Wilson just went crazy.
All right, so Davis, where are you and Flynn exploring exactly?
Well, he said the med lab, correct?
By the way, there are, just so you know, you don't need that anymore. There are, that's deck C, but there's not too most of the good stuff is really on deck B or also on deck B. So, but just so you know, there's other stuff going on.
Right.
Deck
I
A
remember
is where Mother's room is and some showers and stuff and the more cryo stuff.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Flynn said that the cures would be in the med lab. Or am I misremembering that?
Yeah, they should be, yeah.
All right, so as we're walking towards the med lab, I assume this is right after the initial split because med lab's actually really relatively close to where everything is. I already have my bolt gun drawn because I'm very scared. I guess so. Tell me, Flynn, How were you guys able to make a cure for this thing? I mean, I thought you said you were all archaeologists.
Well, I mean, we had scientists. I mean, it was an archaeological expedition, but we had Dr. Cooper, and I'm a medic, so I also know about these things.
So, do you think this was like from whatever civilization you're looking at, and as I peek around a corner, I'm like, or do you think this is like just the nature from the planet that you were on?
What? Sorry, what?
These spores.
Oh, these spores. Yeah, they're bad. They look like, I don't know. It's hard to say. We everything happened so fast.
Well, it sounds like whatever planet that's on, we should probably nuke it.
Yeah, that would be maybe good.
All right. As we approach the med lab door. Oh, and also tell me if I hear comms kick in.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, they just went in?
Well, actually, no, I guess you didn't yet. This would have been happening simultaneously. Yeah, so you're earlier than that.
All right, so before we go in the med lab, outside of the very disturbing jars you have in there was a fun corpse that tried to grab me. What in the world is that?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing with there's a tiny little bit of a thing with the cure.
Oh, a tiny little bit of a thing? What's a tiny little bit of a thing?
I mean, I didn't want to alarm anybody, but
Be warned. I'm holding a bolt gun.
it does do what it's supposed to do. It does cure you of the spores. It will prevent those creatures from bursting out of your head. We did find that there is a slight chance that it might also result in someone acting irrationally and then eventually transforming into some sort of an abomination and murdering people.
So that thing in there was someone who took the cure.
It would appear to be so, yes.
And all of you have the chance to become that.
Potentially. But it's a small chance.
How quickly do you know if the cure is going to do this backfire? Because this is that kind of fine text that shouldn't be fine text.
Usually it starts with like an itchiness, a discomfort in the skin. But again, everything happened so quickly. We didn't have a whole lot of time to write things down. We didn't take too many notes or anything.
Well, how quickly did you take it before you went into cryo? Was that like you took it then went into cryo, or were there some few days?
I mean, even a couple of days isn't enough to really get you an idea of scientific study. I mean, there's a scientific method to be applied. I'm just a scientist. I love science. Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Oh, everyone knows the legends of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, I just love science.
All right.
But anyway, I recommend you take it because you probably breathed a spore, and better to have a chance of turning into a mutant than definitely having a thing pop out of your head. But that's me.
I take a moment to think about those odds. And while I agree with him, I'm really not happy about it. I really just need to maybe take another dose, but I'm not going to do that while someone's watching. I'm like, all right. So I open the med bay door. I quickly point in the gun. What do I see now? Does the room look as I left it, or is there an automatic cat feeder? A little bit more.
All right.
How much food did they get?
All right, we're good. It just takes a little. It puts it out in small portions.
Have you seen Leia?
Oh, I have.
She's a chunk. Okay, so yeah, it looks pretty much the way that you left it,
including the corpse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a little bit more. Remind me, didn't you? You did like kill it, didn't you?
I hacked at it at the axe. Oh, by the way, before we headed over, I gave him the axe.
Oh, okay,
That
that's
was the
nice.
head.
So he's got.
Well, I want someone with me to also be armed, and I assume I did this before I got the recent information that he may go insane.
Yeah, you know. So I think whatever you there's the med pod. Again, there's the jars with some egg sacs that you now realize are the things that shoot out the spores.
Contained in a jar.
Yes, they are contained in jars.
So I look around and I slowly walk in. I'm like, so you're telling me that was your crewmate?
It looks that way, yeah.
That was human?
That's correct at one point in time.
Holy fork.
I know. It's pretty dark.
All right. What does this cure look like that may not be a cure?
Let's see. Well, we see. Let me. He checks the desk that's in there, and underneath it there is a case, and it has multiple syringes. Featuring the cure, what he refers to as the 26 Draconis strain, or Draconis maybe.
Well, that's a odd name.
It's derived from Latin.
Of course it is. So how many hits do you have? Hits? Yeah, no, that my character would say that. So how many hits do you have there?
Looks like we've got 6 here.
And you all said you've taken some already, correct?
That's right.
So we have enough then?
Yeah, that's enough for
my
everybody.
crew?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead.
I'll give me a
go.
minute.
Come on. Hold out your arm. Give you a lollipop when you're finished.
I'm usually not afraid of drugs, but would empathy be also reading him?
Yeah, it could. Yeah, if you were you trying to.
Like I'm a little wary of a scientist asking to put an untested drug in me. Granted, I am addicted to drugs.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an empathy roll.
right.
Let's see.
Who knows? Maybe I'll panic and punch him in the face.
Seems to be the theme here.
I got a pass.
Okay, I mean, you can tell that he is definitely fearful, and he's knows that there's a chance you've been exposed to the spores, and doesn't want you to potentially attack him. He is not. He himself seems to be like clearly he doesn't love this cure either, but he thinks that it's the only thing they have right now.
All right. Is there a chair nearby?
There's the
Like a regular chair, like without a body on it.
Yeah. There's a stool you could sit in.
How would I do this? Like I'm thinking like taking off the suit because usually it's just roll up the arm, But now I'm like I'm in a spacesuit. You see where I'm getting like logistically.
Well, I guess you. I mean, I don't know. You'll find a way. There's a patch you can open.
All right. I mean, he's the doctor, so he knows how to do this stuff, right?
Yeah. So he can administer it.
All right. I trust him.
All right. So you take it. You have the cure. You get a little shot in the arm.
I move my hand about. I'm like, should I be feeling anything besides itchiness that I need to worry about, or something that I know it's working?
You should be fine. You probably won't feel anything. You should just feel the same. All right, a little beep beep beep. You got a comms alert from from Rye.
Rye, Cham, Miller, you guys read me? Or
Yeah, the fact that it's working means I did my job, but Wilson went crazy.
Well,
Try to-
I think actually you're in the middle of the fight right now, so I don't know if you would respond to me yet.
No,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
no, I think this is the fight. I'm gonna say the fight just ended. He's the one
Oh,
who
okay.
initiated this because he wanted to. Let you
Okay,
know.
I'm sorry. Repeat that, Mark.
What I just said. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Wilson went crazy.
Crazy how?
He tried to strangle me in a spacesuit, which doesn't really make sense, but I had to shoot him.
Flynn, can Flynn hear this?
Flynn is with you. He's right next to you.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh.
is he on the same comms?
Oh yeah, I assume it's like a walkie-talkie kind of thing, right?
Flynn, is this what you were talking about?
Yeah, that sounds like that would be. Yes, pretty
Ye-
spot on.
Were you guys with Wilson the entire time on the ship? Did he ever separate from you guys?
You mean?
I'm asking Rye.
Oh, okay.
'Cause Wilson's part
Yeah.
of our crew.
Right, that's correct.
No, I think he was with us the whole time.
You didn't happen to see him inject anything into him, did you?
No, I didn't.
Well, yeah. All right. Here's the thing, Rye. I've been notified that may be a side effect of the cure, quote unquote.
Oh. Hold on. I mean, I have Wilson tied up here if we want to kind of interrogate him about it.
Yeah. By the way, we did find the cure, and the thing that attacked me may also be what the cure is. So our options are head bursting or going insane. I'm
and also
betting.
turning into an abomination. Flynn points out.
Thanks for the added tip.
Yeah. Just wanted to-
I'd probably take insane if that were my choice. You still have that cure?
Yeah, we still have it. I actually went with that too.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, if I start going insane, Flynn, you're first.
he cries.
Well, Cham,
Where-
are you? Can
Yeah,
you read?
Cham.
Oh,
We got to connect with everyone else. What's
Yeah,
going on?
I got some problems down in the engine room. There was an accident, and John's went unconscious because of the accident.
Oh,
Great.
And there's like a nest in here,
I'm sorry. What now?
like you know how like baby birds live in like a nest. It's like that, but creepy and slimy.
Oh, great. That little thing that ran off made a nest already. Joy.
It seems like it, but if I'm gonna finish the repairs to the engine, I'm gonna need a spacewalk.
Oh, I thought not Miller. I thought Rye did that.
yeah, I took care of the externals,
Oh,
buddy.
all
You
good.
just got to finish up your end.
Perfect.
Oh, this is sounding lovely. Remember when we just thought it was space ghosts? Miller, can you read us?
Yeah. Yeah. So hey, we went down to figure out the air scrubbers, and by the way, and you can hear you can feel kind of the air has got less
The circulation.
less
it's-
stale. Yeah, you can hear some things moving in the vents, and he tells you that they got to figure it out. They got it all working. They did. Miller says we did see a glimpse of what I presume is that creature that you guys encountered.
Yeah, a pale white skin, about I think it was like 2 feet.
This
length or tall?
This one was maybe a little bigger than that.
A little bigger.
Yeah. I don't.
I go to Flynn. You're like, do you know what the hell this thing is?
That's sounds like one of those things. They get bigger.
Those things. Does that also have a fun Latin name?
We didn't get around to that yet. we just call them I don't know, neomorphs. I'm workshopping it.
Throw a Z in there, and I think you got yourself a franchise.
We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Oh
Well,
my god. All right.
I need some medicine, so here I'll.
Yeah, hold on. Where are you again?
I'm in one of the. It looks like an armory.
Flynn, do you know where that is?
Yeah, of course.
All right, everyone. Cham, do you think you can drag John up here, or do you need help? Once again,
Yeah,
remember, I'm not the commander.
How heavy does John's look?
I mean, he's he's been in cryosleep for a while, so he's not like in his best shape of his life. You could probably pick him up and carry him.
I could probably schlep him up there.
I say we meet in that armory because armory sounds nice, and find out what the hell is going on. We'll distribute the cure. Once again, eyeing Flynn very not like suspicious eyeing. It's more that angry eyeing. Like I'm not happy about it, but supposedly he isn't either. And we'll also find out what the hell is happening with Wilson.
I'll meet you up there. Thankfully, I don't think I've been exposed to the spores yet.
All right, so we'll all regroup. That sound good?
That sounds good.
Okay, since you just said it.
Yep.
I'm a good captain.
Oh, was that actually Miller?
Yeah, that was Miller. Yeah, of course. Can you recognize his voice? I mean, her voice. Sorry, her voice.
I've sort of lost track of all your characters' voices.
Yeah, there's subtle distinctions to all of them. By the way,
They
just
each have
want
their own cadence.
I want to make sure is everyone's okay for time right now. Let us know if anyone needs to have a hard out. Otherwise, we're
I'm
good.
I think like 6 for you, Nathan, or am I mixing that
Oh
up?
no, you're thinking of next week.
Next week. Spoilers, Nathan's going to make a return.
Ooh.
Classic next week. All right. So where are we reconvening?
The armory.
Okay. All right. Everybody heads up, gets into the armory. You're all now gathered. All 8 of you, although 2 of you are wounded / unconscious.
Oh, where's all the supplies we brought from our ship?
We're probably like right around here is where you would have wanted to store them. There are literally storage lockers right across the way.
All right. What did we get from our own med bay?
I think you brought with you 2 med kits.
2 med kits.
What, you want
that's
more? Yeah, that's it.
Well, I was more hoping for some drugs.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
Find out.
What was the?
We actually have quite a bit of med kits because we still. You told me, I believe, like I have 4 here, but I don't know if.
I think that was doled out earlier, or actually, you found some also in their med bay.
Yeah, during my first search.
Are they like med kits, or like med kit spray?
It's a green herb and a red herb.
Nice. There we go. Throw in a yellow and then now we're talking.
Let me just find out what the possible things are.
Actually,
yeah, maybe you got one more thing of Napro leave.
I remember seeing Cham already looking pretty stressed out. I'm like, man, you must be really not feeling well after what happened to James there. Coming against the alien again. Luckily, I guess we got one of these left. Do you want it? Hello?
You're talking to Cham, right?
Yes, I'm talking to Cham.
Okay.
I find the last naproline that was taken from our own med kit. Med supply. I'm
please.
like, you're looking a little worse for wear.
I've never been this stressed. In fact, if I were to quantify, I say I'm like 1 episode away from being as stressed as a person could possibly be.
Oh man, that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, I'll take that and immediately administer it.
All right, you lose all your stress.
Ooh.
Breathe a big sigh of relief there.
Too bad we don't have any beer on here.
I was gonna
Am
say,
I right, Cham?
Yeah. Oh.
Breathe the big sigh of spores too.
Oh.
All right, so Flynn, do we still have probably time before the spores are an issue?
What do you mean by are an issue?
Well, like, should we administer the medication now, or can we first find out what the hell's wrong with Wilson?
Um, I would recommend as soon as possible.
All right. Flynn, I guess that's what you're doing since you're the doctor.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they're just syringes. You can kind of do it yourself. But sure, I'll make sure that the area is clean and all that.
Come on, Cham, let's get cured.
Yeah, let's get ourselves inoculated.
Hell yeah.
Meanwhile, while they're I guess Miller needs it too. I want to talk with Clayton.
Very well. Are you gonna take her off to the side?
No, off to the side. I'm just general talking with her while they're around. I want to know. I've talked a bit with Flynn. Can't really talk with John right now. So, talk with Clayton.
All right. What's up? What do you want to talk about?
I'm like, so did Waylon know about all this stuff for him? Do you know, or is this just like accidental find?
I don't know, but I just it's only my job to bring this stuff back to them, so I can get paid.
All right, because I'm saying I really hope they know about this, because this spore thing, anything like that, doesn't sound good. I mean, I know regular plant stores can really muck up an engine, but I never heard of one that can muck up the crew.
Yeah. Well, I mean, crews, engines. It's all part of the mission. Whatever you got to do.
You mean general mission, or is there anything else we
no philosophical
want to know about
life
crawling
mission.
around here?
No. I just meant in general. But yeah, I mean, we should probably try to get this ship in motion as soon as possible, because there are things, at least one, crawling around in here, as we know. So.
Well, I assume that small chat was enough time to count for all the inoculating.
Great. Yeah.
All right. So let's see who was really the haunted astronaut. Old man Jenkins.
Dean in the chat said, "Hello, evil Jonathan, the alien, and Will and crew."
That's
Come on
right.
now. I'm not responsible for this.
Yeah. Look. If you ignore Covenant and Prometheus, it's up in the air on that one. You know, the aliens aren't evil per se. They're just forces in nature. They're just terrifying creatures. It's like Jaws.
Right.
They're not evil
That might be a
until you
matter
throw
of
in Covenant, but then it's literally like a whole thing about
don't
God
know.
and whatever.
They might just be evil. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I guess to me they seem more like a horrific hive mind creature.
I know.
But I mean, like,
I think you're right on the surface, but they are extremely intelligent, and they might just be evil.
I don't know. Some of the fatalities and brutalities from Mortal Kombat 10 were pretty. You'd have to be pretty evil to pull some of that off.
Is that
It's,
part of the
it's
canon?
definitely. I guess it shows some intelligence and.
All right. Anyway,
Ignore. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Talk
This
amongst
is something I
yourselves
would love to have a talk
in the
about,
chat.
but
But where are we going with this?
we're gonna find out what what's happening with Wilson.
All right. So you're just gonna like take his helmet off?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's Wilson.
Sorry about the hole.
Is he conscious?
He is still unconscious, but
But he's tied up, right?
yes, he is currently
Okay.
tied up. You can see that he doesn't look the same as he used to.
Finn, what's your?
You want to hear me tell you why?
I was gonna ask.
Oh, yeah.
Your diagnosis.
Flynn gives you his professional opinion. His fingers and some even like his arms and legs have become distended. And
we totally stripped him.
they are. Well, you can see they're starting to poke through the spacesuit. Like it doesn't quite fit him the way it should anymore. And his head too. It's starting to take on more of an oval, almost like an egg shape. Like it's elongating. It's not.
This doesn't
pretty.
look. This doesn't look good.
Well, that's what we see. What does Flynn say?
No, that's what he said.
That's what he said. I thought you were describing what we're seeing.
It's a little of both. Well, would you like him to tell you like what he thinks is going on, or what?
Well, first off, does that description you told me, does that mesh with what I saw in the med lab?
The thing that you saw looks like maybe it was a more advanced. Like maybe this could turn into that given enough time.
Okay, so that's what I meant. It looks like
Yeah, that thing definitely had a weird elongated.
I couldn't remember. Yeah,
misshapen head.
It's not like it's like looking at Pokemon evolutions. You can sort of see the trend.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, is this what you were talking about?
Yeah. This would be stage 2.
2.
How do we cancel this evolution?
Press B repeatedly, by which I mean pull the trigger repeatedly on a gun.
No. It's okay. Head and shoulders.
Well, I think we need to. Unfortunately, we got to deal with this Wilson situation as fast as possible.
Now, when you say stage 2, and Miller, feel free to, as captain, interrupt at any time. Is this sort of the...
You're doing great.
Point of no return?
I think stage 1 is a point of no return.
What's stage 1?
Well, stage 1 is sort of when you become infected. I mean, it's possible to maybe... I don't know. I mean, maybe we could find some kind of a cure, but that's just speculation. Like I said,
a cure to the cure.
We haven't had, another antidote to this other thing that apparently is going on, but this isn't something that we plan for. I don't know all the science. I haven't had time to study it.
So, would you say that Wilson is beyond saving?
Unless we have the luxury of time and a safe space to do research and try to figure out more answers.
Do we?
I mean, we're stranded in space right now.
I'm talking about this ignoring the time thing, because that can change at any moment. Do you have the facilities on this ship to save him?
Probably not in the condition that they're in.
Hearing that, I pull out my service pistol.
No. Hear me out. We let Miller do it.
I'm still pulling it out, but
because Miller's an NPC. What do you think we should do, Miller?
I know
you didn't get along with him, but still, I mean, Jesus.
I mean, it's either that or just find a place to lock him up.
Well,
better to.
That thing was pretty terrifying. It seemed to break through where they locked him up in the med bay. Whoever your friend was. My condolences, by the way. I apologize. I swung an axe at them.
Yeah, thank you.
I think at this point they're better off dead.
All right.
Oh, the question is though, who's gonna do it?
I'm gonna make an empathy roll.
You draw straws. Okay, seems like Rye is ready to go.
I'm volunteering. Why am I so good at empathy? I passed.
You're
so no.
So empathetic.
Miller didn't like him.
All right.
And being a corporate suit probably has no empathy.
Seeing you struggle to manage to pull the trigger, Miller steps in, takes the gun out of your hand, and fires, and puts an end to Wilson, or whatever he was becoming.
All right. And I'm just like, oh God.
I was gonna do it,
Yeah, sure you were.
I have beef with this cat? I love how I established that.
How does Cham react to that?
Kind of stoic.
I realized at that moment that when I asked how did Cham react to that, I actually wanted to know how Clayton reacted to it. I wanted the NPC. Oh. Sorry, my bad.
Well,
Clayton too. I mean, this is not. This isn't their crew. A couple of them look a little stressed out, but Clayton's a pretty tough customer. She doesn't seem too fazed by it. This is a good. I think I'm going to say we can keep playing. But I think this more or less would mark the end of Act 2, which means that I would be giving you guys new agendas and story points.
I think I like that. Just the idea of the shots. Then the screen goes dark.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I dig that. I dig that.
Oh, also, Hoser 40K said aliens are just misunderstood.
Hey,
Look, I'm not going that far, like the idiots on there, but I mean,
Aliens did nothing wrong.
there's something different between like we're ignoring Jaws 4, but Jaws.
Are you serious? Do you actually know Jaws 4?
I know the plot of it. That is like the shark comes back to get revenge on the family members of all the actors because they couldn't get the original people or something. But like versus like Freddy,
Right. Right. I see what you're saying. But
Like,
is there a line? Maybe Jaws is just as evil as Freddy.
I mean, I chose Jaws just for a famous horror movie.
Maybe morality isn't tied to your goal. Maybe if it's based on your actions.
I don't know. No, it's not even the goal. I guess it's more of like the intent behind the action.
Intent. Right.
But you bring up a point, and the aliens have shown very good intelligence. But the question is that like, octopi and wolf are intelligent, but is that enough that they have a malicious intent behind them besides just breed and consume?
Right. And then my counterpoint is maybe that's all it takes.
No, you're right. It's an interesting discussion. Also, remember, we're basing this on the movies.
Nice little Mike Tyson
Like
there. For
God knows if we go into extra
deep
stuff. And yeah.
So, do we want to call it for today, or because
I think this would be a good closing point.
We might. I mean, yeah.
Unless you feel
it. I do think that Act 3 will probably go quicker, but
I don't think I want to know.
We could stretch it out into a longer thing too. So I think it's fine. We could hold it off for another day. People like this, and
I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun.
And it'll probably. I think it'll be good to have another little break between sessions. I can
definitely tell you, Davis could use a break right now.
Right. So I'm pretty sure I'm giving you all story points.
I shouldn't be getting a story point.
No, I think all you need, you don't have to complete your agenda. You just need to make an effort.
I think I made an effort for mine.
Yeah, I'm pretty willing to. I think all of you got it.
Thank you.
All right, I didn't. I guess I was trying to get to the point of my agenda, so to speak.
Yeah,
but
that's. I mean, sometimes things get in the way, but that's all you need. And Act 3 is definitely where, I mean, as if it hadn't already, things are about to go. Things will go nuts because there's no.
I will say this: I was very annoyed for my character's sake when you sounded off the mother alarm, because I was about to be like, "This is my time for my agenda." But then the countdown clock appeared. Wasn't a fan of that.
And then Hoser said, "Entertaining as always." Thank you, Hoser.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's great. No, it was. I mean, this is my favorite RPG because you guys do most of the work for me.
Okay.
I really wish. Now I'm like, man, I feel like I'm talking like a captain too much. I'm like player railroading. I'm being too bad, but like.
It's fine.
It's all good.
It's all right.
I mean, we still did whatever we wanted, so it all worked out.
I think this is going to be a very interesting finale.
Ivan says our next RPG should be Jaws 4.
Oh.
Well, it's another nice thing now. Everyone who's watching, now's the time to take your bets. Which one of us is going to make it out alive?
Yeah, that's right.
If any.
If any. Or who's going to die first of the player characters.
All right.
I mean, I do have the least amount of health, so.
I think we all have the least. Wait, how much health do you have?
2.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, okay.
We're squishy humans.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us, and it sounds like next week we're going to be playing Tales from the Loop, if I recall correctly, using the same
plan.
system, and then maybe soon after we'll return for the conclusion of this Chariot of the Gods for Alien and. Lots more streaming stuff, and stay tuned. Very soon we'll be announcing exactly what our schedule is for next week. And you can subscribe and all that good stuff. And we got links. We got rollforcrit.com. Anyone want to plug anything else?
I didn't even plug you this time. No. I don't know.
I would like to plug in Nathan's Mead. Nathan's Mead, you cannot buy it right now.
Just imagine how great it tastes.
It's a great slogan. All right, until next
I
time.
would like to
Yeah.
maybe, once all this craziness is over, look forward to some maybe a little bit of war game stuff if you
Ooh.
guys would be into it.
I'd be absolutely
That's a
into that.
good plug.
Mark has taken upon himself that, going to med school isn't hard enough. He needs to get into wargaming as well.
Yep.
And have me play along with him.
It's
so
a curse.
we will see how that ends up.
All right, may your morphs be Xeno and your Lins be Ailey. And have a good weekend, everyone. So long. It's Roll for Crit. Goodbye.
See you later.
Bye.
Yeah.